Take your time, take your steps, figure it out along the way. I'm Dom Jackson with Day by Day Media, and this is my daily vlog where I document the process of building an agency day by day media. Met with the CEO of the agency today. Super cool. We had a conversation. I laid my pitch down. Explained to him some things I'm trying to do. Basically, the goal was to set up a partnership where Day by Day Media would do the video editing for the agency. So I go and get the work from them there, and then they pay me or whatever retainer. We rock out doing stuff from there, and went good. We went. This is the same agency I've been trying to talk to for the majority of time. I've been doing these vlogs actually since the time I found out about them, to the pizza story, to meeting the founder by accident, to having going to the event last week, to meeting with the CEO now. Like, the steps of things that would have took to even get here in the first place are super cool. The basis of it was, I laid down my story, what I'm doing, touch points, the pain points, how can I help them. The biggest thing that I learned from this, like, I gotta, they explained to me what it looks like, the trial period to go from being an editor to being editor, contractor, and like their process. So I got another, stage of talking to them coming up too. The thing is, the biggest lesson of it is, no matter what happens, I've now gone through the steps to follow the 1 on 1,000 rule. I've now gone through the steps of what it takes to go from idea of like knowing somebody or knowing a thing to finding a place to meet with the person who runs it. I've met with the CEO of one agency. So the 1 on 1,000 rule, if that's the one person out of 1,000 agencies that I talk to, like, I've now gotten to the point when I've done it one time. So mentally it's like, oh, I've done this before already. And that's a big step, because if you would have told me a year ago, you would have told me last year, like, everything I'm doing now, even if it didn't give me direct money, I would have wanted to a conversion that I needed to. I'm not doing anything I couldn't have done before, And it's not until you like start doing it where you're like, oh, I could have been done this. It just takes a little bit longer than you think. You got to be consistent enough, but that's definitely one of the biggest takeaways. Like, all right, now I'm like, how many agency owners can I meet with? What's this process looking like? How do I get to this step with different people? What are the forms? So it's a great mental insight. The biggest thing I learned also was that, my pitches are set up basically on more on the podcast scene. So you get I'll do 4 videos for you, your full show, make X amount of clips for you, let's say 3 clips a show, and make 4 shorts or reels a show. And that's like my and that still only ends up being like 12, it's my lowest package, say it's four full videos plus 12 clips. So that's 4, 12, 16, and then let's say another 4 shorts for each. So that's 16. That's 32, videos total for my smallest package. They're talking about doing at least 2 videos a day for like the minimum for their editors. So that's like way more volume than even you would even think about. I even thought about considering for the content as a whole. So it just like completely changed my perspective of how to even pitch an agency, because they have so much more volume of what they would need done that, like, even my brain was like, oh, this is a whole different game than what I was thinking about, which is cool because I at least now understand it. And then the people who run the business are also founders, so they know what it's like to be in my shoes. It's not like there's somebody been doing it for 30 years. Like, they just build their thing up from the ground up, so it's super cool to talk to them and see where they're at currently and just fighting the game at their level. So that is cool. Now I'm going back to doing more things in person, just to drop some gems on me from other places to go. So it's been like a game of cat and mouse, going back and forth between online and in person and figuring it out. But in person definitely feels good, because at least you get to talk to people and like get the energy versus being on the computer all day. So anyway, the win for me and the win in the story is that I got the thing I wanted. I got the thing that I wanted. I wanted this, and I'm here. Now, I didn't get the full outcome that I was trying to get yet, but I got enough steps to get here, which is incredible. You know what I'm saying? So if I had to go back to tell myself, hey, like, what things you would do, I think I did everything right. Step 1, when I found out about the people that I was trying to get in contact with, I went and just looked up them on LinkedIn, website, just studied all the stuff. Like anything I could find publicly, I had a list of Google Doc. here's the person in charge, here's the other person, here's this, here's that, here's that. So at least I knew everyone, what they looked like, and then I had their emails and stuff set up. I wanted to contact them. Then 2, go in. The second part was that I just met the CEO or the founder by accident. He was in a coffee shop. He comes to hi to me, which was, a cool interaction, cool dude. But the thing that I think made it better was that I already knew who he was when he came to talk to me. I was like, hey, like, you're the dude. He's like, yeah. Blah, blah, blah. So like, because I did the homework before, he knew that I knew him. So at least I was a little more aware, you know what I'm saying? So it wasn't just like a cold interaction. I was like, okay, cool, blah, blah, blah. So then we had an interaction. We met at a different plane than just a random guy saying hi for where I was at, because it made sense. So like, doing the research and then just being in the right place at the right time while having the right information. And then third thing, I added that everyone on LinkedIn, the week before I went to the event, when I didn't even know about the event, I just decided to do some outreach for the day. Hey, let's add more agency people, boom, 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 boom. So I added them all in. Then I get told about the event by Marcus on Thursday. Go to the event, meet the people, shake everyone's hand, schedule a meeting next week. Got the meeting. So, the little things added up together to make the turn event of what I need to happen, which is great. So everything compounded in direction that it needed to. And I think it's just super important. Like, it's just super important to even understand the theory of like where things can go. Because now with the 1 to 1,000 principle, like I met with an agency CEO. You know what I'm saying? So now I can be with 1,000 agency CEOs to get clients, or however I want to do, or any CEO at this point. It's like the things of what my norms are changing. Like, this is the first step to get into a new norm of what things I can do, capable of. And I'm not doing anything that I couldn't have done before. Like, everything I did, like, nothing like that sounds like impressive. You know what I'm saying? But just doing them and sticking to them, so it makes the whole thing work. So as anybody, I would say, work and do what you can. Take one step. Oh wait, actually, work and do what you can do. And then I'm also just, I'm gonna end the daily vlogs on Sunday. We're gonna start the 7-day scoop, which is gonna be back to a weekly video, 1 video a week. Cause I can give you a lot more information, a lot more depth, a lot more strategy with it when I give my values. So that's gonna be the new format going forward. I want to give 100 episodes, but I'm like, you know what? Let's just go in it, cause I really want to go ham and give you everything I got. Cause even breaking down this part was great. I just would have liked to be able to do it in a different format. So new videos gonna look better, on Sunday. But as always, take it one step at a time. You'll get there day by day.